What's up, YouTube? This is DBZ439 coming at you with another deck profile. This time it's Blackwings. Blackwings, they're not top tier like they used to be, but they are at full strength. I used to play them back in the day, but they were good. They were really good then, but not as good now. It's because I feel like even though they have triple whirlwind, you need to open that like every game to be as consistent as like the other decks in the meta right now. But even then, this deck is still pretty fun to play. So let's jump right into it, guys. Starting with the monsters, we have the triple Chris. Um, he was really nice support, recent support for the deck. He's kind of like another Bora, level 4. You can only special summon once per turn from your hand. And another cool thing about him is he has like a built-in like shield per se. Like he can't be destroyed by spell or traps once per turn. He gets like over torrential, bottomless, mirror force, that type of stuff. So he's really helpful in that sense as well. And since he's a 19 beat stick, if you have Whirlwind on board, you can literally search any Blackwing card because he's the strongest. So you can also just normal him. Not You don't have to special him all the time. Next up, we have Triple Shura. So Shura is really good because he lets you search from deck if he destroys a monster by battle. And a really nice play I like is if you have Kalut in hand, you just summon him and you just sit on him, and people will try to run over him, but then you drop Kalut, making him a 32 beater. So then you can special summon on their turn. Usually I like to search Panaki, because Panaki can get like another Kalut in hand. So that's really nice. So Shura, you need to run whether at 2 or at 3, I think it's personal preference, but I like them at 3. Next up, for level 4s, we have Triple Bora. Bora is kind of like the original Chris in the sense that he can like swarm field with another Blackwing on board, and he's a level 4, so he sets up synchro plays, sets up XZ plays. In addition to that, he's a piercer, so that's always nice. So that's it for the level 4s. On to level 3s, we have Triple Gale. Some people I see like to run Gale at 2. I mean, personally, I like him at 3 because if a card was on the list, it means it was pretty good. And Gale is still really good now. It's essentially like a 26 beat stick for free. You have another Blackman on board, special him, and then all you have to do is half, and then he's really, really strong. And like if you have multiple Gales on field, you can use multiple Gales effect. It's not like you can only use this effect once per turn per card. You know what I mean? So I mean, Gale is still really good, and running it at 3, in my opinion, is personal pref. I mean, I really like it at 3, and needless to say, with a one of these 4 stars, you can just go into your level 7s really easily. Okay, for our other level 3s, we have Triple Kalut. He's basically the Honest of the deck. He's better than Honest in the sense that you don't have to battle a monster to drop Kalut. You can, attack directly and drop Kalut, so that's always nice. So yeah, Kalut at 3. He used to be on the list as well, and running him at 3 is essential. For our last level 3, we have one Panaki. I see a lot of people run him at 2, and I can understand why. I just can't find space because he allows you to search an end phase if he's in the grave, if he was sent there from field to grave. So you can't like mill him and get his effect off. You have to have him on the field and get him to the grave and keep him in the grave for him to get the search. And he can search anything. It's not like Black Whirlwind where there's like an attack limit. It's literally any Blackwing card in your deck, so he's good in that sense. He's also a tuner, but the problem is you can only go into a Blackwing synchros. For our 2 stars, we have Double Blizz. Uh, I don't know if Triple Blizz is a thing. I think 2 of them is really nice. He can special summon a Blackwing card from graveyard, so you can go into like your level 5 or level 6. So that's always nice to get a free +1 in grave. And for the last Blackwing monster, you have Orochi. So Orochi is your 1-star tuner, and he can be special summoned as well. So I mean, he opens up a lot of synchro plays. There's an OTK that you can do with Blizzard, Black Whirlwind, him, and you like another 4-star. So you can find that somewhere else on YouTube, but it's a really good OTK. You can deal a lot of damage. Last monster is Dark Arm Dragon. It's a personal preference. I just like Dad, so I like throwing him. I'm gonna be honest, he's dead late game, but if you open him early, he's still pretty strong. Okay, that was it for the monsters. Onto the spells. We have triple Black Whirlwind. Basically, the continuous rota of the deck. You just get pluses after pluses. So you want to see this early as possible. If you don't see it as early as possible, you can't compete with like the big name decks. So you want to open Black Whirlwind ASAP. And so for that reason, I run the double Pot of Duality. Even though you special summon a lot, you want to dig for your whirlwinds. Like it's urgent in this deck. If you want to win, you have to get the whirlwinds to get your pluses. Okay, that's it for the multiples. For the one ofs, I only run one Allure of Darkness, one Book of Moon, and one Soul Charge. I guess you can say it's fairly standard. Didn't find room for Regeki, neither do I have it. So, but Soul Charge is still good. Allure gets you, more draw power, and Book it's Book. It's on the list. It's a good card. Okay, that's it for the spells, guys. Onto the traps. We have double Icarus attack. Everything's a wing beast, so sack one of your wing beasts and pop 2 on field. It's also good with Castel, so because Castel's a wing beast. For the other two ofs, we have double Delta Crow, basically like your Harpy's Feather Duster. And if you go like second, and you can open 3 Blackwing safely, and you can just drop this from your hand, which is really nice. We also have double Phoenix Chain. Phoenix Chain is good this format. A lot of monsters getting effects is not good, so you want to stop them from making plays, and you want to get your plays going. So that's why I run double Phoenix Chain. Now for the 1-0s, one Solemn Warning, one Mirror Force, one Black Sonic. I run one Mirror Force and one Black Sonic. You could run, double Mirror Force, but Black Sonic is nice because it banishes everything. I've never used the effect where it's like, you have 3 Blackwings on field and you can use it from your hand. I've never done that, but I guess you could. And then for the rest of the traps, one Bottomless, one Torrential, one Vanities. Alright guys, so that's it for main deck. Onto the extra deck. For our level 8s, we have one Beals. Blackwings can run them because all your tuners are dark. So it's really nice to go into. He's hard to stop. But if you spin him, that's probably his only spin him or banish him. That's his only weakness. But he can be destroyed with battle or card effects, which is pretty busted. And for the last level 8, we have one Stardust. For the level 7s, we have one Clearwing Synchro Dragon. He's really good because he protects all level 5 or higher monsters on your side of the field once per turn from monster effects. And you synchro a lot, so if they try to hurt one of them using a monster effect, you can use Clearing to negate the effect. He also negates effects of level 5 or higher monsters on your opponent's side of the field, or just in general. So he has 2 really neat effects, so he's really good in the deck. And you go into level 7 really easily. For the rest of the level 7s, we have one Armor Master and double Obsidian Hawk Joe. He's good. He got recently released in the Premium Gold 2, so he can bring back level 5 or higher Wing Beast monsters in Grave. He can bring back, Armor Master or the next card I'm about to show you. But yeah, he has a Monster Reborn effect, and he's also he can also redirect targets for attacks and card effects. If somebody's trying to target him, you can target another Blackwing on board instead. So he's really good. For level 6s, I run double No Thumb. He's really good with Obsidian Hawk Joe because if you have Orochi in hand, you special Orochi. You first burn for the 800, then you special Orochi. You go into Hawk Joe, and then Hawk Joe's effect says you can, bring back one of your level 5 higher Wing Beast monsters. So you just bring him back, burn for another 800, and that's part of the Orochi OTK. So again, you should check that out. And somebody else already posted it. Last of the synchros, we have one Armades, and then for the XZs, we have one Key Beetle, one Ice Beast, one Castel, one Cowboy, one Honor Arc, and one Heartland Draco, because you run Black Roland, so he's really good for going for game. So yeah, guys, that's the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions. They're always welcome. So please comment, like, and subscribe, and have a nice day, guys. Peace.